Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, AmusedJester, and my name is Junior. And we're going to be reviewing Star Wars The Black Series, The Stranger, or Qmir. This actually, I really didn't mind Acolyte so much. But again, as I always say, I'm not really a very well-versed in Star Wars lore, so my mind is quite open to what I'm seeing. And what I saw was pretty good. And then I really like this guy, and it's a shame. I don't know if they're doing season 2 or anything, but I'm glad I was able to get him. So let me open it up from packaging, and we'll take a closer look and see what's going on. All right, so that's everything out of packaging. Basically, it comes with his two. My apologies. Basically, comes with the two lifesavers over here. This is the short one, which we see him kind of pull out of this one, but we'll have to figure it out later. But there's the two lightsabers. So I wonder if this, when you pull this, you plug this into this one. And I think that's how it works. I kind of wish though that this nub was a little bit longer. It works, but barely. And I think this hangs on to his belt. I just prefer it the way Vintage does it, where you have an unlit lightsaber and a lit one. So, but if you want to display him with just the big one over here, then that's how it would look like. That's pretty cool, right? But of course, because it's gonna get lost if I don't do this, I have to plug it in both together. And we'll take a look at his helmeted form. I don't know why they chose this design. I don't know who did it, why it has this smiling face. It doesn't strike fear for me. I think it would have been much better if they had just gone serious on this one and done a better design choice for this helmet. The toy, however, does a really good job of, I think, of capturing the helmet and the broken aspect of it. It just reminds me so much of Kylo Ren's and helmet, and I feel like it could have been better, you know. There's the head. Wow, that actually looks good up front. Might as well look at this gauntlet thing. I think it's separate from the hand. Oh, look at that. Okay, so it is separate from the hand, but I was gonna say, look, this is the new construction of the hand where it's a peg rather than see, a hinge or anything. And it's kind of surprising that this actually is a different part, because it's so snug against this one. I could not tell, I kid you not. And now I don't know how it's supposed to orient. Wow, yeah. It's kind of like that. So I would like, it's a good thing they did this, that it's removable and then you're left with this, and that's pretty cool. That is really cool. You have this choice over here. Oh, it's not a skirt thing, it's actually a like pants, like really loose pants. I'm really glad they had the chance to put this in toy form. I paid full price for this one. It's $24.95, but it's a Sith character, so it's okay. I'm willing to pay for that. Articulation goes down, the head really goes down really good, and up good enough, side to side, no hampering whatsoever. Really nice. Look at that. Really good job on paint application on the hands and arms. I really like this figure. Look at that. He can kick more than 90. Off to the side is not a problem. Back is about 45 degrees. The knee does go to 90. Of course, it's got a twist in there somewhere. And as we saw, it does have a boot cut as well if you want to use that and utilize that. The ankle goes down. That's it. It's pretty minimal. Goes up very minimal in an ankle rocker. But look, I'm not even that good of a poser. But look at that. This is a really good figure, to be honest. Let's pull off the head and put the... I guess we'll have to put on... I think... What? Shoot, I forgot. I think this one goes in first. And then it was this rope thingy. Put this on. Let me put this on really quick. So I got it on, and it's kind of was hard to do, but I don't know if I really prefer this look. The other one was really cool, but you have this option when he's fighting with the Jedis as well. Of course, this one will hamper the movement of the shoulder, but as you can see before, it was very, very articulated before. Well, I wanted to show you something really quick, and that is this. I have a bunch of Yord's body, and it's perfect because remember, he's supposed to have been what, a Jedi first, right? Or he was trained in the Jedi arts. But look at that. I'm gonna display him like this, unless I see this guy on sale or something. Yeah, that way I have two versions of him, and this is when he was still a Jedi, right? I mean, he was a Jedi before, or he was trained in the Jedi arts, and I think he has either a connection to Soul or one of the Jedis. But yeah, and so that's it. I'm gonna display him like this, and look, because this body doesn't have, has a glove, there's no problem with the differences of the skin tone. Yeah, that works. And yeah, no, it even has, it's almost about the same height too. So that works very well for me. So this is $25. So I paid full price for this one. And normally, because I've been reviewing a lot of deals where I've been buying them for like $7.99, you would think this would only be a value of 10, but no. I really like the articulation. I like the sculpture. I like this new hand stuff that they're using, because it does give you both up and down, left and right, but in a more limited fashion than if it had been hinges. But it works, but and also it's much cleaner, you know. But it doesn't really matter because it's so small. But I just wanted to point that out. That improvement. The head was this helmet was kind of hard to put in. Having the option of removing this and just displaying him with kind of like more closer to the body, I really like that. So I'm gonna give it a value of 12. And the fact that I can put his head here, it just popped into me. to my head like maybe about an hour ago if I could do it or not. Now, because I can do this, that's why I gave it a value of 12. Maybe if it had been just the one head, it would have been a value of 10. But as it is, it's a value of 12, even for $24.95. And that's it for my review of Hasbro's Star Wars The Black Series, The Stranger, or Qmir. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys on my, decapitated Yord head. I hope to see you guys on my next review. Bye.